My name is Sammy Dharia. In 1999, divine intervention happened to me. Ever since, I can't stop talking about or spreading about my testimony of what happened that day. It's been 23 years now, and I've been going through a lot. So I understand the need of the third temple in Jerusalem. Now, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I spend my time with my father to help and bring and unite all the Jewish people together to Israel, to help bring order in this chaotic world and the next for humankind. My mission is to win over your heart. My hope is to construct this third temple so the whole world can see the God glory. I am the one the whole world is looking for. Shalom, praise the Lord, gloria o Dios. As you know, I always come up with something new. But before I start, my prayer goes to all those people who are affected by the earthquake in Syria and Turkey. God help them and God protect the rest of the people. So let's start with today's message. It's going to be a very powerful message. This message God has given me particularly for all the students. Those rabbis been teaching them and preaching them and telling them, but there are a lot of things those rabbis are not telling. I don't know why. So do the Christian pastors are not telling you. And I understand they both are trying to figure it out exactly who's right and who's wrong. And I always been telling you that God have a plan from the beginning, the A plan and the B plan. And if today's sermon or today's message, if you don't understand, also those rabbi and pastor, then you definitely have some problem and some issues, and you should stop telling wrong thing to your student. So let me tell you what exactly happened to me and what happened to from Adam to Jesus to me. Let's put the scenario. Adam is the first man came on the earth by the dust, that God made him through the dust. Then we go to Noah. God speak to Noah about the ark. Then we talk Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. Abraham, he didn't speak to the God. Remember, the angel came to him. He believed the God first. So then God made him righteous, and the angel came to see him, and he thought they are the one was from the God or they were God. Then comes to Isaac. The God, he was the promised one, because God already told Abraham he is the promised one, the Isaac. But then you come to the Jacob, when he had angels coming up and down, and he had a wrestling with somebody in the desert when he was going to home. Then comes our here Samuel 1, Samuel 2, the priest. How the priests were become a prophet. And then you looking at the soul, Joshua, Moses. The Moses, God speak to Moses, if you remember. Now, here comes to Joshua, and then it comes to Saul, the king Saul, anointed by the priest, which is the Samuel. Samuel anoint him, and remember what happened to him. The wind, the air came, the wind came, and rest upon him or touch him, just like they talk about the Holy Spirit. And the Spirit came and touched him, and then he become anointed king. So do the King David. if you remember what happened to King David, that Samuel was looking for him because God spoke to Samuel that you need to go find Jesse's son. And they found the Jesse's son. He found the Jesse's son and he anointed him. After he anointed him, Spirit of the Lord came upon him. Now, then you go furthermore. Remember the Spirit, just like the air came, wind came from somewhere, touch him, and he's become anointed king. Then you go furthermore. If you look all this, a prophet, Isaiah, Zechariah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, they all were prophet. Remember, they all were prophet. Then it comes to Daniel, that we're going to talk in the end. But then from Daniel see the dreams and the vision. Remember, and he interpret the dreams. So the Joseph did the same thing when God came to him also. God gave him the ability to interpret the dreams and the visions. So now comes to Jesus. If you look Jesus, when he was John was baptizing everybody, that time John the Baptist said that I saw something like dove. The Spirit like dove rest upon him. He didn't see anything else, or nobody else ever see anything. So do from the beginning to the end, nobody ever seen anything other than they talk, or they see the visions or the dreams. So do the John in the Revelation chapter is same thing. He never see the person on the throne. So do come to me. Now it is a Daniel chapters opens. Remember what Daniel saw. He saw the vision that someone like a man coming with the cloud of heaven, he approached the Ancient of Days and he led him into his presence. Now I told you several times my testimony that Son of Man came in the cloud and rest upon me. Simple. Now listen, all the rabbis and the pastors, understand what I said. Understand that the Son of Man came in the cloud and rest upon me. It never happened to Adam, to all the way you can go to Jesus. Never happened to anybody. Son of Man come in the cloud and rest upon the Ancient of Days. Now, this is what happened to me. It never happened to anybody. So let me tell you, I am the first and I am the last. If they are talking about this is the last generation, yes, I am the first and I am the last. So this is what you all need to understand, what happened to what Daniel saw in his vision and why God showed it to him that vision. Now remember, I explained to you that Christian people have a problem over there, that they thought that Jesus is the one died and rose again, and he is the one went to see the Ancient of Days sitting on the throne. Now that is that's the way they are believing, and that's the way they are teaching everybody, and that's the way they are telling everybody. So the thing is, they do not know who's the Ancient of Days in reality, but they are telling Ancient of Days is a God and he is on the throne and Jesus is the one went up there. Now let me explain to you. if on that case, if you look the Revelation chapter 5, when they were talking about that they couldn't find nobody to open the scroll or pick up the scroll in heaven and on earth. That means he wasn't in the heaven. He wasn't in the heaven. And then suddenly one of the elders said, oh look, the tribe of the Judah, the root of the Jesse, is the one going to open the scroll. Now where he came from? Where did he came from? He wasn't there. So what exactly is me? I was caught up in the heaven, and they gave me this Torah and the Bible and told me to digest. So the day the Son of Man came and rest upon me, the next vision, he was in the cloud and he came and rest upon me. The next vision, I saw on my wall that angel came, and the Son of Man, or whoever was it, the man in the white clothes, he opened the book. He opened a book, big old book. So that is written also in the Daniel. Another vision on the same time I caught up in the heaven, and they gave me the book to digest. And let me tell you, in the heaven, not the dead peoples are, but they are the living one. They are living on the earth and they are on the heaven. Now, if I tell you this, you would not understand, because you're not from above. I am from above, and I know the things of above. The book who gave me is the living one. The living one was up there. I saw their faces. They all were in a white clothes, but they still living on the earth. So those are the one I see, that those are the ones are righteous one. So let me tell you. So first of all, the scroll, if you read the chapter 5, Revelation chapter, then you will understand he wasn't in the heaven. Nobody was in the heaven. He wasn't sitting in the right hand of the throne. The scroll was handled by the one sitting on the throne in his right hand. So over there, if you read and understand, then you will realize that the Revelation chapter is not talking about that he was up there already. So now let's come to my scenario, that when he came to me and the rest upon me, and since I was the Daniel in my past life, I call myself the Ancient of Days, because ancient means somebody in the past, something antique, something was born before and came back again. That's who I am. So remember, all those things your rabbis are not telling you. They cannot tell you, because this not happened to them. Because I am the Daniel, I am the last, and I am the first. I am the Shiloh, and I am the ancient one. I've been telling you from the beginning. To nobody, Son of Man, came in the cloud and rest upon him. Not even Jesus. You know what I'm talking about if you read properly, then Daniel chapter 7, 9 and 7, 13. And also the vision that I am the one who was sitting on the throne. God have shown me that vision, and thousands of thousands angels were ministering to me, and 10,000 people were watching me. Those are the exactly things what the Daniel chapter 7, 9, 7, 13 is telling you. Now Daniel 12, 13, God promised him because he was God's loved one, remember. And God told him, as for you, go your way until the end. Until the end, he will be resting. But the end of the days, you will rise again to receive your inheritance, which is exactly what it says on 7:9 and 7:13, that he will be in his throne forever and ever. His kingdom never be destroyed again. So let's put that scenario, what God talk about, that he will be on the throne forever and ever. That means I will be live forever and ever. Well, one thing you can say, yes, I will be a divine. But on the same time, let's see another scenario. What God said to King David, that one of your blood and flesh, your own loin from your own blood and flesh, your own blood and flesh. God was talking to King David that your spirit the spirit will come on this flesh. Because God loved King David and God promised King David that you the one going to build me a house. And God you all don't read down there to Samuel chapter 7 and onward, and you will know that God had revealed to King David, not to us, not to anybody else. And that's why King David said, thank you for revealing your servant. Now, if you understand that part, then you understand that it is not for everybody. It doesn't say the Son of Man will be rest on 100 people. No, it doesn't say Son of Man will be rest only on the Ancient of Days. Simple, is over. Now, let's see the Christian people talk about that Jesus is the one up there. I told you that one before also. If the Jesus is the one went up there, okay, so if he's up there, then he has to come down because, and he don't have to show you that he's coming down. Because, remember, he said he is the only one came from above and he is the only one can go up. Also, he said that I am from above, you are from below. So, he has to be down over here to fulfill Revelation chapter 11. The two prophets died and rose again on the third day and go front of everybody up there. Now, I understand the Daniel prophecy 9:24 to 9:27 that Christian people talk about that Jesus already came on 62, but it says also 62:7 will pass and that anointed one will be killed. Let's see, that was the scenario. Then he didn't accomplish, also it says he didn't accomplish everything he's supposed to accomplish, which is build the temple, which is take all the Jewish people back home, also to teach and preach the Torah, and the whole world worship the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All those things looks like this is what it says. He didn't accomplish anything. But then if you read the 9:24 to 9:27, it also says is end time, but it doesn't tell you that it is the end. It doesn't say 490 years been given to anoint, to atone, to make righteous, to redeem the people. 490 years been given. And after that what will happen? That only you all knows that we have 1,000 years with the Lord. Now how that will work, that only He knows, only my Father knows. And the time will come, everything will be open. But the meanwhile, I hope you all understand, I am not your fake Moshiach. I am not your fake Moshiach. You all rabbi, first understand the Daniel, and then you all will understand what I am talking about. But because everything is in the Daniel, Revelations, and Zechariah chapters, connected to me, because I am the first and the last. Now, all those things what I'm opening to you, they can't because Spirit of the Lord is rest upon me. They cannot tell you what I am telling you. It is very powerful things I'm telling you because I had that experience. I've been up there. I have seen the glory. God have shown me His glory. The Son of Man came in the cloud, which don't happen to everybody. And that's why I've been telling you that the Son of Man is, the Spirit of Son of Man is the Daniel, but at the same time is the Spirit of King David. They are the living one. Remember, he said that they are the living ones. Our God is the one of living one, not the dead one. So the temple will be built, and temple cannot be built without me. You all going to come to me. We gonna build the temple. That is the A plan. You don't come, it's a B plan. It's A and B. I don't care what the rabbi is telling you. If they don't read the Revelation chapter, then they got some issues, their problem. Synagogues of Satan. They are synagogues of Satan because, listen, each and every religions right now believe that we are in the end time. They believe the Kalki avatar is coming, the Hinduism. The Muslim believe their Imam is coming. The Christian believe that Jesus is coming, and you believe your Moshiach is coming. And I am here. I am here. In fact, Moses told you that prophet like me, God will raise the prophet like me, and you should believe him. Where are you all? You all still talking. Listen, I don't have to preach. I'm not over here to preach. You see me, all the messages telling you who I am. And I'm not exalting myself. God have exalted me. There's nothing you all can do. He had exalted me, and He will exalt me again because I am the first and the last. Now, listen, this is powerful thing I'm telling you again and again. Now, you get it in your head and come to me so we can start building the temple, or the B plan, the way you all are going on the other direction that people see, the Christian believe that that's the plan you're going to choose, and pick up one of yours guy as a Moshiach. And it turned out to be what they're talking about, Antichrist. So 3.5. Now see, this is what I was going to go. This is going to be second message for next week. But I'm going to tell you to all those students that your rabbis are not telling you about those false Messiah on Daniel chapter. If you read the Daniel chapter, it talks about the false Messiah, that he will come and he will abolish desolations, abomination of desolations of the temple, the sacrifice. He will rule and reign 3.5 years. He will be a master of interview, and he will not be destroyed by a human being. It's written in the Daniel chapter. Why your rabbi is not telling you all those things? It's open. It's in the Torah. But they only talking about right now, that our Moshiach is coming. Yes, your Moshiach is coming. The temple will be built. Yes, your temple will be built. But then on the same time, the false Messiah will be on the line. It says, it's in the 924 to 927. If you want, I can read, and then you will understand what I'm talking about. It says over here, let's read 924 to 927. Know and understand this, from the issuing of the decree to restore and rebuild Jerusalem until the anointed one. So what is this telling? That 70 times 7 is given. So 490 years been given in the anointed one. Come by that time, the Jerusalem will be rebuilt. The ruler comes. The ruler comes. Now, anointed one comes and the ruler comes. What is ruler? Ruler and anointed one cannot be same. If you think the ruler is a king, king is a king. Ruler is the one, is the false Messiah, the false guy. So the ruler comes, there will be a 7, 7, 70, 62, 7. It will be rebuilt with a street and a trench. But in the time of trouble, see, the trouble will be continue. The trouble is going on right now. You see the earthquake, the war, and it's continue going on. After the 62, 7, the anointed one will be cut off. Let's see if that is the scenario that Jesus died at 62 weeks. Then all those things that supposed to be happen didn't happen for so many years. So many years. Why God put this one over there? Now look this one, what it says. The 62-7, the anointed one will be cut off and will have nothing. He accomplished nothing. Now, we know that according to Christians, that Jesus did accomplish. He did accomplish. He put the Satan under his foot. He did, and that's what we know. So now, but over here, the rest of the things looks like he didn't accomplish, and so the God will accomplish the promise that he made to all the Jewish brother and sister, to his children, that he will bring everybody back to Jerusalem, build his temple, his glory will be there, he will be dwell, people will see his glory, people will worship the Lord all over the world and come and worship in Jerusalem. All those things, the promises that he made to King David, it never happened. And it has to be happen. It's not the way Christian think, oh, the third temple will come from above, and then the King David will come, and we all will be alive, and everybody will come and worship. No, we have to build the temple on the earth, on Jerusalem, where Father will dwell his glory. He will be dwell in that house. So look what it says down there. The people of the ruler who will come will destroy the city and the sanctuary. The end will come like a flood. Let's see that Jesus came and all those things happened. The Roman came and destroyed the temple. Let's put that way. And the war and the flood is continued since that day. War will continue until the end, and the desolations have been decreed. He will confirm a covenant with the many for one, which is 7 years. In the middle of the 7, he will put an end to sacrifice and offering, and on a wing of the temple, he will set up an abomination that causes desolation until the end, that his decree is poured out on him. So, you see, he will rule. He will be on the throne for 3.5 years. But in the end, the holy people will be captured him. And he will be finished. It's talking over here. And if you read again in the furthermore in chapter... I don't know, okay, chapter 11, And you see that he cannot be destroyed. He cannot be destroyed by human being. It's somewhere in Daniel chapter, if you read, okay, he cannot be destroyed by human being. He has to be destroyed by divinely person from above. That's the only way he will be destroyed. So I don't know why the rabbis don't talk about the false Messiah or whatever Christians people are talking about. That they should, because it's also in the Zechariah chapter it talks about. The same thing will happen. 2/3 of the people will be cut off and everything. No wages, no food. All those things are coming. All those things are coming. I've been telling this one to you guys 3.5 years now. Over 3 years, I see my first video and I took the inventory of this in the past 2 weeks, and I see what I have told you and what God have revealed me. It is impossible things that I've been telling you. There are so much stuff that I can tell you because every time I read the word, something new He gives me. Now remember, He said that I will be divine, I will be on my throne forever and ever, my kingdom never be destroyed. Let's see, He may be, even if you think that I should be die, just like others, if you think, which is I'm not, but even if I die, then what He means to King David, that somebody from my blood and flesh will be on the throne forever and ever. So if I have to go, then my son will be taking the place. That's what he was talking about. And if it is him, then after his son. But that kingdom will be never be thrown, never be destroyed. That's what he is talking about. So remember, I told you that I will be on my throne. No matter what happens, is hastened by you or hastened by him. By you, by faith, you will be conquered the earth. Remember, you will be the beacon of the world, the light of the world. You will be in the temple, pillar of the temple. You will be the priest of the temple. You will receive the hidden manna. You will have the white clothes. Your name will be written on the forehead. His name will be written on your forehead. All those things will happen. But if you don't believe me, if you don't believe the one who sent to you, you will die in your sin. But if you believe me, that God has sent me to you to take you home, then you are honoring me. And if you are honoring me, you are honoring my Father. But if you don't honor me, you're not honoring my Father. And the consequences of that is you will able to see very soon. The things are happening in the world. I've been telling you this 3.5 years ago. I told you that it's going to get uglier and uglier and uglier and uglier. Now look at what happened in right now. Because, not it's because of God, remember. It's the devil, the Satan have very little time left. And he will try to destroy the earth as much as he can. Remember in the Psalms, he talks about whoever destroy the earth, they will be punished. They will be thrown in the hell forever and ever. That's what exactly gonna happen. Now, rest of the things, you all been watching the news. All over the world, there is a war going on. I told you a long time ago, the Ukraine and Russia is a contagious war. that war will end up in most of the country. Right now, the Zelensky from Ukraine is going everywhere to ask, give the money or the weapon, when he had a chance to surrender in the first place. But no, the devil have a different plan. He said, no, don't give up. I'm going to give you whatever you want, and you will be on the power forever and ever. And that's what he's trying to think, that he's going to be on the power forever and ever. Very soon, all the Western country going to leave him, because things going to get uglier. You think so Russia is just going to sit down over there and watch everybody? He got nuclear. He has nothing to lose. He already passed 70 years, 70, maybe 75, who knows? He knows he's going to die one day. He's going to take everybody else. Things going to be coming up. So get ready, and we'll see you on my next video. Thank you and God bless you.